John Haan is one of the top obstacle course racing para-athletes in the world. He's arguably fighting for the position of the best. Currently, he's up for the top athlete in the Netherlands this year. And note, John Haan went from a traumatic accident to a champion. So tune in to hear his story today.
Through that tragedy taught me life is finite. You really have a short window to take what it is from life that you want and enjoy it.
You can go back to that day, February 18, 1990, and change what happened. My honest answer is I wouldn't change it.
You're just going to have to go through it, and your strength is going to be found in simply going through it and being authentic and real in the process.
I was talking with my buddy, the care doctor, today, and she turned around to me and she looked at me and she was like, do you think that you'll eventually beat this? And I was sort of like, yeah, that's probably what I'm trying to do.
No, nothing will ever take away the pain of my daughter not being here. It's my reality.
Well, I know what my body's going to do to me. I've got a wheelchair in my future, but you know what I've been looking for?
What's that?
One with off-road wheels.
Just remembering me as I am, happy, energetic, and full of life, no matter what.
You can expect life to kick you in the teeth, but you always get back up, no matter what, and you just keep going.
Yo, what's up, everyone? This is Scott Davidson, and just so you know, you can find out more about Living Adaptive and previous shows, contacts for guests, and a bunch of other good stuff at livingadaptive.com. Go there. All right, let's jump into this. John Haan is my good friend, a person I raced with, I placed with, and I think he sets the bar for the para-OCR athletes. So John Haan, you are now receiving recognition for your hard work inside and outside the adaptive world, and you're up for Athlete of the Year in your home country. How long have you been grinding it in this OCR world?
I'm competing now for 6 years. I'm doing competition for 4 years now in the OCR, and it's my biggest reward to get the nomination to be the best athlete of the country.
We competed together, John Haan, and we got to compete on the same team in the Spartan World Championships, and we placed second. And it was an honor to compete with you and to operate, to see you operate at such a high level. How was your experience coming out here to the States to compete in this championship?
It was awesome. For me, it was the first real para-athletes competition. So I was really excited to join the race and to look to every other para-athletes, especially the US athletes, because normally we don't race each other, we don't know each other. So yeah, the experience was awesome. The result was great. And for me, it was a confirmation that maybe I'm the best athlete in the world now on the para-athletes, because I really joined the race. I love the race. I love racing with you, with Matthew. We were a good team. And it was an awesome race. I'm looking forward to next year.
It was a really cool team. We had an international team, one from the UK, one from the Netherlands, and then we got 2 States guys. And but watching you out there, yeah, it did confirm you are up there, man. And this is where people need to turn their attention to, of where the bar is at for OCRs, because we're starting to close in on an individual world championship, along with this team world championship. How much training goes into your life, while you're focusing for these OCRs? How much do you train?
Now starting training for 2-3 times in a week. And normally I do once in a week and do the OCR. The OCR also are training for me because I'm running in the middle of the field. So for me, I'm not running for the prizes, so I can love the race, enjoy the race. And for me, also that's a training race, because I do, I think, 14-15 races in 1 year. So yeah, for me, that's the training also. We did 90K races, 21K races, 42K. So yeah, it's also training sessions.
John, you compete to win, you do a bunch of things, but you also have an adaptive story where you lost your arm due to an accident with a grinder. Can you tell us a bit about that story?
Yeah, I've been a meat grinder for almost 10 years now. Yeah, next year is going to be 10 years. So after my accident, I was talking to myself again. I must have to look what I can do and what I not can do. And to be a motivation and inspiration for everyone, not only the para-athletes, also the able people athletes. So show everyone what you can do, also with a disability, because you can do everything, but you must have to look for a technique, finding solutions. And if you do that and keeping your mind okay, you can beat every obstacle, you can finish every race, and you can motivate a lot of people. I was lying in the hospital, and I was saying to myself, okay, shit, I'm missing one hand, but okay, my life is not over. And after 5 days, I get fired on the hospital on Friday in the morning and a Friday night, the same night. I was standing in the bar and playing darts, and I win this game with 3-1. And I was playing with my other hand. So I was normally playing with my right hand, and I must have to play with my left hand. So, I don't know if you tell me before the accident, okay, are you a positive man? I don't know the answer. But after the accident, then okay, I'm positive, and I'm always looking for the solution. But if you ask me 10 years ago, I don't think I have the same answer if you ask me the same question.
What drove you to thrive?
To show everyone what's possible with a disability. That was my biggest drive. To say everyone, and someone tell you, it's not possible, you cannot do it. I must have to prove myself. To show everyone, okay, it can be done. It is possible. And if you say it's not possible, okay, they are my biggest motivation to show everyone it can be done.
Have you always been this competitive, this driven?
Yeah, everything. If you show me a game, I want to win this game. If playing cards or doing Monopoly or just simple games, I only want to win the game. That's my driven. And the same as OCR, I'm a nice guy. Just before the race, I'm relaxed, but in the race, I want to win. And the first time I was on the Spartan World Championships, I was standing on the start, and for the first time, I was very nervous. Because now I know, okay, it's all para-athletes. Now I can show everyone how good I am and what I can do and where I stand between the field. So this was the first time that I was really focused. And normally I'm just joking before the start, in the start area. In the race, I start talking to everyone in the race. How you going? Is everything going okay? Are you doing well? What are you going to do next days? And so I was not really focused in the race. And that was the first time I was really focused. So now I was competing and wanted to win was more than the normal race.
So after your most recent Spartan race, when you got back home, did you start to see some recognition for your accomplishments?
Yeah, the recognition, I think there was already a recognition, but now with these results, I saw that a lot of people are following me and know what it means to me, this para-athlete heat. So they support also the nomination now for best athlete. I'm in the top 10 athletes from the Netherlands now. There are big names. There are world champions in this list, and I've been one of them. So the recognition, I really get it there, but I don't think it will change next year for para-athletes heats or individual heats in the Netherlands, but it's a good start, and I think everyone know the value of it, and they see it's a real competition and not only one guy, but 40, 50, maybe 100, maybe 200 guys. They want to compete against each other and not only filling up a field. So I think that we shake on the trees and that everyone know, okay, we must have to support this extension the para-athlete sports, because this sport's needed.
People don't understand. Yeah, you're missing a hand, but there's a lot that goes into that you have to adapt your style to. Going through obstacles, like 20 of them, let's say in a sprint, is very difficult because a lot of them require you to navigate monkey bars or navigate rings or whatever. And often traditionally, those always require two hands, and you're navigating them with one. And people get to see that on TV on ESPN, but how hard was it for you to transition and become able to get through these obstacles? Because you got through most of them. It was without issue.
Yeah. If you look at me 4 years ago, I'll beat 2-3 obstacles. And just by training and figure out, okay, how I'm able to do it and to talk with a lot of another athletes, also with two hands. Okay, what's your technique and how are you doing it? And I have done a toughest race with John Elwin, and he showed me a lot of techniques how it could be possible to beat the obstacles. So he showed me a lot of techniques, and some of them works. So he helped me to get through some obstacles, and also we have a lady in the Netherlands. She's also missing one hand, but she's very technical. She does survival ones, so with rope climbs and wooden beams and all the combos. It's a very tough sport. And we talk and we're training a lot together. Okay, how can it be possible and how can it beat the obstacles? So a lot of training and just figuring out and just try, and still looking for some new techniques. And yeah.
What are your goals? What do you want to do, man?
Being top athletes in the para athletes, and next year I have a 24 hours race. I want to finish that race. And not being dead on the end, but just to be that can be possible to win for 24 hours. I really hope I can be that. But only the extension of para athlete sports and to be a motivation next year, be the best para athlete individual, not only with the team or the individual. Maybe with Spartan is the first individual heat. Maybe another race is going to be individual heat. We must have to figure it out for the next months. So that's going to be my main goal, to get the recognition and to be official, the best athlete, para athlete in the world, and not only on the team.
What do you tell others that have gone through an accident or something traumatic? What do you tell them what kind of advice do you give them to get through that?
Keep positive. Look at what you can do and what you have done before in your life, and not talk to yourself, okay, I cannot do this, I cannot do this, I cannot do this, because when you're telling to yourself everything you cannot do, you're going to be a negative person. So the accident happened already, so you cannot change it. You cannot change going back into time. You must have to pick it up and make the best out of it, because you cannot change it anymore. So look at what you can do and inspire everyone. And if you not want to inspire everyone, do it for yourself and be healthy and make sure that you are still in the community, in your social life, and don't change the person because you're missing a limb or you have a disease or something. Just be yourself, and you cannot change it. So make the best out of it.
The spotlight's about to get a little bit brighter when this airs on ESPN. The Para Spartan Heat is going to air on ESPN. And are you ready for the spotlight? Are you ready to watch yourself on TV competing?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I've seen a lot of cameras in the race, but I'm not able to see it because in Europe we don't have ESPN, so I must have found out the stream, or maybe ESPN can send me the footage. So it's awesome it's always great to see yourself racing, and also especially when you're walking in the top and you know the results and the results are okay and you're running fast and you're feeling okay. So I'm really excited to show everyone how the race was going, because a lot of people in Europe, there was no live stream, only some short stories on Instagram. So I think everyone wants to see how the race is gonna be and how it could be possible when you put 48 para athletes in the same starting area in the same wave. Then you can see, okay, it's a real race. It's not they are missing a limb and they cannot race like able people. It was a real race, and everyone was fighting for their position. And I think that ESPN is going to be making a great story and great movie to show everyone. And it's going to be a big spoiler for the para-athlete sport. So I'm really excited to show everyone.
So John de Haan, man, you're going to be out there competing this year. Where are people going to find you? What races are you going to be at for sure?
For sure, I'm going to be on the Ultimate Warrior race in the Netherlands. It's a 24 hours race. I'm going to be going to, for sure, Sochi. And I'm think I'm going to do some Spartan races in England next year. I'm going to do the OCR World Finals from Strong Viking next year. They are been already on my calendar, and the rest I will just see how it develops and which races are coming and which one I like.
John DeHaan, I know you're on Facebook and Instagram. And is that the best way to kind of reach out to you? And if so, for the listeners, we're going to have that in the show notes. We're going to link it everywhere.
Yeah, I'm very active on Facebook, and I'm starting with Instagram. I'm doing now for 4 or 5 months now. I'm using Instagram. So that's the best way. You just follow me on Instagram or Facebook, and you see awesome videos. I'm starting making some videos of my training and to go set some goals for next year. How to get to the World Championships and get better, and you see my races, and I really hope I can motivate a lot of people. So let me know if you see the videos. Just let me know that you love the videos and you that I can inspire you, and that we can set up goals for you and make sure that everyone reaches their goals for next year.
John DeHaan, it's an honor to talk to you. It was an honor to race with you on the same team and take podium. It was really an amazing experience.
Oh, that's awesome. I really love you guys, man. We never saw each other before the race, only in Camp Reno. We were there for the first time we meet in real life.
Yep.
And you really surprised me on the course. Really.
Thank you, brother. And it really was. It was a real venture. It was a bonding. Love you too, man. It was just a really incredible experience. And I was not surprised by you. I knew you were that good. I did. I knew it. I called it.
And also all the listeners now, okay, you can find me on Instagram or Facebook, but also you find the link in my description, my bio on Instagram. You can vote for me to be the best athlete in the Netherlands. So
yeah, we're going to drop that on every page.
Yeah.
Do you know when the voting closes?
The awards are in February, so I think it's closed on the end of January.
We'll get it going.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, John DeHaan. Now go to the show notes and select a link and support John DeHaan by making him the #1 athlete in this contest out of his home country, the Netherlands. And also, remember, go to livingadaptive.com to find previous episodes, show notes, contacts for guests like this guest, links to social media accounts, and a bunch of other good stuff. So go there. Peace.